I know you've only had a season with these seniors, but can you talk about the group and being able to honor them this weekend, assuming some of them aren't coming back?
Yeah, we kind of made the decision to rather be safe than sorry, make sure everyone gets a senior day. So anyone listed on the roster as a senior, we're honoring. We kind of talked about with, COVID happening last year, like if that taught us anything is, we can't take anything for granted. So we would rather be safe than sorry and make sure everyone gets honored. Even if they get honored twice, then that'll be a bonus for them. But this group has done a lot for the program. They've been a part of, arguably the best year in the history of the program in 2019. So they've been able to leave a little bit of a legacy here, which has been, I think pretty strong and powerful for them. But, I haven't had a chance to get to know them as well as I'd like to. But, I mean, they've definitely left their mark.
How important is this weekend for you guys? Sorry, Brady, going into the postseason. I mean, clearly, you kind of just put last weekend in the rearview mirror. But what can you guys do this weekend to kind of propel yourself into the Big 12 tournament?
We have a really good opportunity. Iowa State is, pretty decently matched with us. I think we have an opportunity to get some momentum going, into the conference tournament and hopefully beyond if we can take care of business. So just provides another opportunity for us to get everything going the way we want it, in the direction we want to get it going.
Coach, how is this kind of season? I know it's not over yet, but stacked up as far as like your expectations going in? I know you got started right away, but just how has it been for you so far?
I didn't really have any set expectations coming into this season just because of so many different uncontrollable things in terms of the timing of the change, as well as it being a COVID year. And honestly, I mean, going right up into that first weekend of the season, we still weren't really sure what it was going to look like in terms of if we were going to have a season, if it was going to be a full season and things like that. So, I'm pretty grateful that we are in the position that we're in. After getting the previous season cut short, we were able to pretty much get everything scheduled, completed. So, that in and of itself is a pretty nice accomplishment in my opinion. But this has been a season that has given us a lot of information on where we're at right now and, helping us project, a path to where we want to be in the future.
And I know last weekend, obviously tough, not the outcome you wanted, but I imagine in games like that, situations like that, playing teams like that, you kind of learn a lot about your team. What if there is any positive could you kind of take away from last weekend moving forward?
Well, I mean, Oklahoma is a special team. I mean, you look at what they've done, throughout the entire year. I mean, every single opponent, even in our conference that they've faced, they've run rolled at least twice. And I mean, Texas, who's arguably the second best team in our conference, they run rolled all three times. They're a really special team. But, what I hope that we take from that opportunity is not to fangirl them and talk about how great they are, but the opportunity to know, hey, we're in the same conference as them. This is where we're going. This is the direction we're going to head to. And it's our job to compete with them. So I don't, prefer to keep seeing them at a different level. They obviously are right now, but that's where we're working towards. So I think there's, two different ways to look at that. And I want to make sure that that message is getting through to our team. It's not just, oh, they're great, they're always going to be great. It's like, well, we're going to be great too. So that's where we want to be. And it's our job to stop them. It's our job to beat them. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
Coach, what is sort of your mindset moving into this last, series before the tournament?
I mean, it's always the last weekend with the senior weekend and stuff. It's always an emotional weekend. A lot of stuff, into that. We're also having a breast cancer awareness game as well. And there's emotions to go with that as well. So hopefully we use those emotions in a positive way, in an empowering way as, more strength to do what we want to do and accomplish what we want to accomplish. But, you know, I'm excited to compete. I'm really close with the Iowa State coach. He coached against me when I was a player. We've kept in touch. He's been a reference for me. He's a mentor and a very good friend. So anytime I have a chance to compete against Jamie Pinkerton, I'm excited about it. I mean, we're really, really close. So he's competitive, I'm competitive, and we like to face off and, you know, hug each other at the end.
You talked about, you know, sort of needing to build that momentum in this last series. What would it mean, you know, for you guys to get a win in this series with everything sort of going on, especially coming off of that loss to Oklahoma?
Yeah, I think anytime you earn wins in the Big 12 is, you know, working in the right direction. I think we have more than an opportunity to take at least one game this weekend. So, you know, I really hope that our team is excited to play at Rocky Johnson one more time in this calendar year, and that we use that and propel us moving forward and, you know, get those, you know, get our offense and our pitching and defense all aligned at the same time, and let's get this thing going.
What's your scouting on that Iowa State team?
Yeah, they've got a good offensive team. Their pitching's been a little bit up and down. Hopefully that provides an opportunity for our offense to get going and get some confidence rolling into the postseason here. But obviously they have one of the best players in the conference, and their shortstop, Sammy Williams, able to face her when we were at our last school and stuff. And actually Coach Brittany is one of them that recruited her. She used to work at Iowa State. So, you know, a lot of stuff there. They've got some good offense, and I think we've got good pitching, you know, so I think it'll be a good competitive matchup.
Coach, you've talked a little bit about your seniors. Can you talk about just your, I guess, younger group and the potential you've kind of seen in them, Love and all of them that they've showed kind of throughout this season?
Yeah, I mean, it's challenging for, I think, any youth right now in these COVID years with, you know, upperclassmen getting an extra year of eligibility. That's been so great for the upperclassmen and the programs, but the challenge is for the younger ones that sometimes aren't getting as much experience as they would at this point, just based on circumstance. So, I mean, we have some real athleticism in, you know, our freshman and sophomore classes, and even the sophomore class. I mean, we have to include them as well because they got lumped into that COVID, you know, shortened season as well. So it's really a huge freshman class when you combine those two. But there is a lot of talent and ability and athleticism there. And I'm excited to, you know, as, you know, when that opportunity comes to continue growing with them, they have a great deal of potential. And I'm excited about what they're going to offer in their time here.
Any more questions? All right. Thank you all so much.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.